climate has become more important to me than day-to-day weather forecasting. This is Hurricane's Eye on Climate. Remember the 97% figure about climate scientists? Not anymore. New research ends that 97% argument. The prevailing view in the climate science community, about 30,000 such scientists in the world, has been that 97% of the peer-reviewed research shows that global warming is happening and that it is mainly due to human activity. Well, now a new extensive study has led to a new figure. 99.9%. Yeah, that's right. And this is based on a survey of more than 88,000 papers. Not just that the world is warming, it's mainly due to human activity. Mark Linus, a visiting fellow at the Alliance for Science and the paper's first author, wrote, quote, "We are virtually certain that the consensus is well over 99% now, and that it's pretty much case closed for any meaningful public conversation about the reality of human-caused climate change." But how does public opinion compare to what the world's top experts say? Remember, it's 99.9% now. Back in 2016, a Pew Research Center reported that only 27% of the U.S. population agreed that, quote, almost all scientists agreed that climate change is due to human activity. Has there ever been anything else that science agrees on 99.9%? The best example I found is that the Earth is round. Well, Kylie Irving may have disagreed with that, but he's not a climate scientist. The level of U.S. public acceptance of the climate consensus has clearly gone up in recent years. Studies by the Pew Research Center and George Mason Center for Climate Change Communication now put the U.S. public acceptance between 46 and 58%. And that's even with the government takeover by those who disagree, to put it mildly. These attitudes have changed in recent years as more and more weather disasters have been directly affected by the increased heat and moisture added to the atmosphere. It's almost impossible to ignore now. Part of the blame for the delayed climate acceptance goes to the TV meteorologist community. This is especially unfortunate since I was a part of that community for 42 years. Local TV has always been years or even decades behind in climate science acceptance, and management has been even more reluctant to allow their most trusted personalities to talk about subjects that are potentially politically polarizing. You simply don't get bigger audiences by turning off a significant number of loud viewers. It's always been safer to just ignore the big picture, climate science, and focus on the now, daily weather. Many TV meteorologists themselves have purposely ignored mentions of climate change. A lot of viewers have finally started demanding talk about climate connections after weather disasters. What was perhaps speculation 15 years ago is news now. Even the TV weathercasters have evolved from about 50% acceptance of the climate scientist consensus in the 2017 survey to about 66% in the 2020 survey. Still not enough, but we're getting there. And that is Hurricane's Eye on Climate.